But as promised earlier on, we have a special guest today on the show who is a former First Lady for Somaliland and also former Foreign Minister for Somaliland. That is Dr. Edna Adan Ishmael. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Now, you have an impressive, extensive resume in your work in the health sector in Somaliland, as well as your political affiliations and your political work. Now, I'm actually very curious about your beginnings because I've read a lot about how you started off and how you even taught yourself how to read. Very inspiring stories. So could you tell us a bit about your beginnings?
Yes, well, I think it all starts with, I come from former British Somaliland Protectorate.
Yes.
Because we need to place Somaliland on the map where it belongs. We're neighbors to former French Somaliland, which is the Republic of Djibouti.
All right.
And we're neighbors to former Italian Somalia, the Somali Republic that everybody knows about. In former British Somaliland Protectorate, in the 40s, there were no schools for girls.
Yeah.
And I was sent to Djibouti to learn to read and write. And back home, I taught myself to read with little boys in our neighborhood. And education was something that I was passionate about.
But you were in a society that was not very proactive about,
encouraging girls to learn to read and write.
Yes.
But I was determined to learn what the boys were learning. They seemed to be thriving on what they were being taught. And I could not understand how this could be harmful to me as a woman, as a girl.
Yes.
So that's how it started. And then I won a scholarship from Britain. I went to England, trained as a nurse, trained as a midwife.
Absolutely.
And with that privilege and that training, came back to my country, Somaliland, in 1961.
Yes.
As its first trained nurse midwife.
Absolutely.
And from then on, started training people, becoming a role model, and trying to encourage the participation of girls in whatever was available at the time. So that has been my lifelong challenge, my passion, sometimes my present-day nightmare. But then, like every challenge is, if you feel passionate enough about something, if you feel strongly about something, you continue to move forward and do not get yourself discouraged from doing what you know is right.
Absolutely.
And today, I'm proud to say that Somaliland, that country that is not even internationally recognized, that may not even appear on some people's maps, has one of the highest per capita trained health professionals in the Horn of Africa. Now that is saying something about determination. And 70% of those health professionals happen to be women.
Wow.
So my lifelong challenge and my lifelong struggles have really become my pride.
They have paid off.
Have paid off, and paying off for my people. Paid off in the lives that they save, the others they inspire and teach, and that is the way forward for Africa. Nobody will come from the moon in purple stripes
and take us out of our problems.
And take us out of the situation that our women, our children, and our people find themselves in regard to health and welfare and agriculture and engineering and all the good things that help a nation to move forward. And Somaliland,
now,
in spite of not being recognized, is
doing quite great health-wise. Now, as a young girl, you were the boss's daughter, so to speak, at a health facility. So this exposed you to some of the needs. Could you take us back to that and what you saw in terms of women and healthcare, and then how it inspired you to actually come back and work with women?
Well, I was privileged to be born to Somaliland's first doctor. Someone who was known as the father of healthcare, somebody who was loved by everybody. And from a young age, I saw the passion that my father had for his people, the compassion he had, how he gave his life to them. And I just made a promise to myself that one day I would learn enough to be able to help him and be able to do as much as he was doing for our people. So that was my first inspiration. And I love what I'm doing. And it hasn't really been such a difficult thing for me to be doing what I'm doing, because I see the